Hi, I'm Scott Schubert. You know, over the last 10 years, there have literally been thousands of people who have told me that they are very frustrated trying to learn to trade Forex and even commodities and now even cryptocurrencies. And what they tell me is that they're very disappointed and sometimes discouraged, often quite a bit angry and frustrated with the whole thing. Have you ever experienced this? Maybe in the beginning you heard about trading and you started to learn what it actually is, and you started to think about what it could be for you potentially as a business, and it sounds ideal. So you start searching for information. You go do a few Google searches. You look for watching some videos on YouTube. You go to a forum, which I don't recommend, but you look for more information until eventually you take a course and you try to learn how to trade yourself. After a while, you realize you're just not getting anywhere, so you take another course. And this time, you really work at it. You learn everything that there is to learn, and you practice it. You go to daily trading room with other people who are also trading. You really get into it and work as hard as you can. Still, it seems like sometimes you win, and then sometimes you go through another cycle of losses until eventually you end up with your account wiped out. But you just aren't ready to give up because you know that there must be some kind of a way that you can make this work. So you go back to Google again, you do some more researching, you find, I'm going to find the best course that there is, and I'm going to ask everyone, I'm going to do a bunch of searches until eventually you find another course, you take another course, and this time you really work at it. You still don't seem to be getting anywhere with increasing your account. But what you do feel like is that you paid a lot of money and that you have learned a lot of stuff, and yet you don't really seem to have anything as far as actual results. Something that you could actually use to earn a living from, or build some substantial wealth, or use part of your account to invest in some other passive income investment. I can tell you that what I have discovered is that the people who are experiencing this, first of all, have not been shown how to read the market in a way that enables them to know the actual direction that the market is going and identify the actual turning points when the market is turning. For instance, if the market is going in one direction, and then the price starts to fluctuate as it's going. Some people would look at it as it's going up and then it starts to fluctuate and would think that it's turning and changing directions. And how would you know if it's turning or changing directions, or if it really is just fluctuating in the path as it's going in one direction? Once it's moving in one direction and it's fluctuating as it goes, which I've discovered there is a definite pattern to the fluctuation itself, it's not random, and that you can tell whether it's turning or whether it's fluctuating in the path as it's going the same direction. If you can tell that, then you have a tremendous power when it comes to how to trade, because the rest of the world is looking at it and they don't know whether it's going to retrace, whether it's going to fluctuate, whether it's going to change direction. So they're just always acting out of urgency, out of fear. They don't know if they can just relax and stay in a trade, or they don't know the right time to enter a trade, so they always enter the trade at the wrong time. After you enter a trade, how do you know when to get out? That's one of the things that I haven't seen any professional handle the way that I do and the way that we all do in our community, to be able to relax and not get out of a trade until precisely the right time, and then discover that that is the precise right time to get out of the trade so that you get maximum profit. And some people who consider themselves to be very intelligent and educated actually get angry with me if I demonstrate to them that I can tell when the market is turning, especially if I admit that I don't know the fundamental reason why the market is turning, because they've invested so much time And it's not easy to give up that belief if you spent your whole life getting educated and thinking this is what you need to focus on. You need to know why all these banks are raising their interest rates and all these different things. And it takes so much time each day to even put the information together to have some kind of a clue about what's going to happen fundamentally. And if I can do it without even knowing the fundamental or economic reason why the market is turning, that actually angers some people. So if you could do that, if you could look at a chart and see that and identify that, know it yourself, then you could become a master of trading and things would start to change in your life. Maybe things like you're buying a new car, you're moving into a bigger house. Or maybe there would be changes in your lifestyle where now you're doing things that you're most passionate about, the things that give you true joy and fulfillment in life. For me, one of my own highest passions is the satisfaction and fulfillment of showing other people how to do this so that they can do it and they can do it on their own without any assistance, and that they're finally getting the results that they're looking for. That will mean that they're going to be free for the rest of their lives.
At a minimum on a monthly, let's say weekly. Let's break it down weekly. On average, anywhere from 500 to 700 on average. But there are times that I get 2,000 or 3,000 pips in a week, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I mean, those are just facts. It is what it is. No sugarcoating it here. The only method that I use is I use the method that I learned from you, Scott. I use the roadmap. I use a roadmap that that's developed over a number of time, over a number of years by a number of traders. It's a very powerful roadmap. It's a very wealth accelerating / building successful roadmap, and it works. For the most part, the roadmap is a powerful roadmap that can and will and does lead any new trader that can master the important segments of it, the important integral components of it. And once you place all those components together and start to use them in the proper sequence and in the proper way that is laid out in the training program, you cannot fail. The only failure is the failure that you allow yourself to have using the roadmap. The only way it won't work is if you don't work it, and it's just that simple. Let's just say I make more money trading than I do working a 9 to 5. I can assure you that. Triple, nearly double, not triple yet, but nearly double. So it's just incredible the amount of profits that I harvest from the market consistently. Now there are some losses. Now don't get me wrong. There are some losses because we can't cover all aspects of the market because it is organic and it's ever changing in a state of flux. But for the most part, we can traverse our way through that market successfully, have more successful trades than we have non-successful trades. And that's just those are facts that are evident in my trading accounts and other members' trading accounts of our community. And it's just, again, these are facts. I'm telling you right now, it is good. It is a great feeling to see you're in a trade and you're up $14,000, $15,000 in pips. Whatever the value of a pip is for that particular trade, and you're up $15,000 from zero, pulling wealth out of thin air just from having a roadmap, just from having a method. And this can be done and is done by me and other traders consistently. It's a great feel. I'm not going to sit on here and say something that I know is not true, but I'm telling you, this is the real deal. You want to make some money in trading, you better come over here to TMM, and that stands for Trading Mastermind. And this group is awesome, and they're going to teach you what you need to know to become successful. And hey, if you don't believe me, check it out for yourself and see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, it's because you're not working it, and that's just the bottom line. It's just impossible for it to work for me and not work for someone else. Impossible. The vehicle that allows me to generate the wealth that I generate is just the best. Trading is the best business in the world, in my opinion, because I don't have to worry about the market calling out sick. I don't have to worry about the market complaining about the next currency pairs and said this or said that about it. I don't have to worry about the market suffering from slow sales, because the market is always offering opportunities, and there are no employees to manage. I am the only employee, and I don't even look at myself as an employee. I don't even look at it as work. I look at it as play, and that's why I love it. Oh. We have professional people that work at professional trading firms, that are professional traders and have been professional traders for years, If we told them the results that we get and showed them, they would still think that it's not true. Man, this is not real. This is something that someone photoshopped those results on your printout there. You just, okay. They wouldn't believe it. The results.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Better not to tell anyone. I don't really care,
But I don't need it. I'm just
find
saying.
it amusing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, but what I'm alluding to is we have professional traders that work for professional firms that don't get the results that some of our members get, and can't get the results that some of our members get because of their lack of education or whatever. I don't know what their situation might be, but what I'm getting at is our method, our roadmap, it is just so powerful, and it is absolutely millionaire making material that can and will free the person with the true desire to master and learn the material. And that's just a fact. I'll just put it out there. Last week, I closed last week out with just over 14K. So
Profit, you mean?
Profit
For the week.
For the week. Not a bad week.
And the balance in your account is just keeps on getting bigger.
It's at 6 figures now.
It's been 9 weeks. Every week I have a profit, and there's some spectacular trades in there too. And like every single thing that you said you were going to do, kind of thing, like this is what it is, this is what it's going to be about. And then I would go in the platinum group or in my account and so on and start applying those things immediately. In the first few days, it immediately proved to be what I thought, intuitive. I thought, this guy, everything he's saying is exactly aligned to what is actually going to be like. Oh, you can do this, and you can do this, and this is what it's going to be like, and what Scott's saying. And then the experience of going in the group and going, following, learning the Elliott wave and things like that, and applying it, I'm like, oh, that's exactly what the experience is. You can get in at the precise beginning of a trade, and you can get out at the precise end of the move. I'm like, well, there it is. I did it again, and it's because I just felt that there's a very, very unprecedented kind of integrity of what you're saying and what you're doing. And then I'm like, well, look at that. That's amazing. That's exactly what he said would happen. That's exactly what he said I could do, or we could do, or whatever. It's exactly. And that's what I thought it was going to be like when I first, watched some of his original videos. Yeah, and so that fully aligned, that idea that you represent there so frequently and so clearly and so well, which I've tested and which works perfectly, and there is no way to make more money than that, because that aligns perfectly with what I originally intended and what I've observed all along trading. Starting to see in the Platinum Group that my long-term vision of doing that is actually coming true, and I'm very satisfied with that. It's a really ultimate lifetime goal. Like, I feel like I could die and go to heaven and I'd be like, that's something I've worked on my whole life in trading. Well, my adult life, to do perfect trades like that. The whole thing was like my dream come true of how I always imagined trading would be, if you knew exactly where to get in and where to get out, and then you could wait until it was time to do it again, and then you could do it again, and you just keep doing that. And that's your life of trading. It supposedly doesn't exist. It supposedly is like a fantasy, but I'm doing that kind of trading in your group. So I'm still a bit messed up about why other people say it's impossible, but I'm doing it. It's been a great gift that I received from you, just being who you are, to get me to the place where I've had the experience multiple times in the last 9 weeks, almost from the beginning, of doing the kind of trading that I've always held as my goal, like my vision.
Speaking, a very good system to guide you throughout financial markets. And I mean, like I said, Forex, commodities, indices, interest rates, it doesn't matter. A chart is a chart, and you can apply that trading style to any chart. That's one of the astonishing things that once it started to really just click in my mind, and I said, whoa, like this does this over and over and over and over. It's just, wow. It was just amazing. I'm just speaking personally for me, is when I get involved in something and I really like it, I just tend to stick with it and really try to evolve as far as the learning process goes and understanding or the mastery goes behind it. It just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then as you dig deeper and deeper, and you start realizing, you start getting results and so forth, then it's just, like I said, it's a lifestyle that you attract and you may want to live yourself. So why not, if you have the ability to do it? Why not? It's just been a wonderful experience. Get a good mentor. Like, I've got a good mentor, and you just mirror what they do, but at the same time you will find yourself within that process, and just watch others who are of success in that respective field, like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. These guys, they're etched in stone. Magic, Bird, they are pioneers of their respected fields and so forth. Peyton Manning, I can go on and on. Mirror what they do, and I love the fact that in our community, it's so positive in there. There's no zero negativity, and help each other, and just anything there's to Forex and so forth. And because it can be quite a rough journey, but with the right guidance from the beginning, I think it's essential. I wish I would have found you a lot sooner, but nonetheless, it's just that guidance. Having the fact that you can lean on the community. I love that I can send out an email, ask a question, that I can get a reply and get some sort of clarity or some sort of understanding of it.
Hi, this is Paul from tradingmastermind.com, and if you've clicked on this video, you must have been looking and searching for a new strategy for trading. The Scott Schubert system is an excellent trading system. I've enjoyed good profit as a result of it. We reinforce the strategy each and every session. We do a London session and a New York session, and hopefully in the future we'll have an Asian session. It is a great group to be part of. We all enjoy it. We're all in there every week. It's a consistent and easily understood strategy. Take the time and commitment to get it right, and then we reinforce that in the groups. Good luck trading, and hopefully I'll hear from you all inside the group with us all. Cheers now, bye.
That's why I prepared a training for you called the Yin Yang Forex Training System. And the first 21 videos of this course are available to you for free. If you're like me and you're tired of all the products and services that don't get real results, just sign up today and you'll get this course for free. And when you master that, you will see the results in your account and in your life. And I think that you'll be a lot happier and you'll enjoy it. Just click on the link below and you'll be enrolled, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.